Cypher Slacker 29, everyone, Cypher Slacker 29 here bringing you guys another legacy review and another look at my own personal legacy collection. Now, we've seen the two smaller legacy weapons so far, the Blade Blaster and the Dragon Dagger. Now, it's time for the big one. Legacy Saba Talking Tiger Saber. Yeah, this is actually pretty big. And to show you just how big it is, actually, I'll wait till after I've got this out of the box, because if I show two outs on the box and I've got one of my other legacy weapons in the box, not really a good comparison. Alright, so yeah, let's get this guy out of the box. Okay. And move this out of the way. The guy himself. Okay, set him down right here on the desk. He doesn't fall. He shouldn't. Notice my cat doesn't mess with it. And I put that in backwards. Yeah, here we have Saba. Yeah, I have to hold him back almost to my chest just to get him in frame, and the blade isn't even extended yet. But yeah, now let's get out the Dragon Dagger for a side-by-side comparison in terms of the length. I will get Blade Blaster next. Dragon Dagger, I'll get a quick cameo. But yeah, here is Saba. Here is Dragon Dagger. As we can see, Dragon Dagger is about 2/3 of Saba when the blade is not extended. Yeah, Dragon Dagger is about 2/3 the size of Saba. Okay, just want to make sure I said that properly. Now, for when the blade is extended, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna say about what's that? Yeah, 7/12 now. About 7/12 the size. Yeah, I know I'm getting into pretty technical measurements here, but I don't care. But yeah, almost. It's just a little bit more than half of the size of Saba with the blade extended. Alright. Now to put Dragon Dagger back in the box. Alright. Now for the Blade Blaster. Gonna crack the blade. Gotta be right back. But Blade Blaster on this table that's behind me because I'm bulk recording, as I'm sure you guys remember me saying in either my Dragon Dagger review or my Blade Blaster review. Blade Blaster right here. Alright. Okay. Here's the Blade Blaster. I'll get in blade form. First, I'll do holstered form. Alright. Got some weight to it. Right. Blade Blaster, when in holstered form, about the same size as Dragon Dagger, I believe. But with the blade extended. With the blade out, it's almost the same size, just I want to say maybe 2-3 inches shorter than Saba. When the blade for the Blade Blaster is out, but yet the blade for Saba is retracted. Now let's pull the blade out. Just love doing that. Alright. And now it looks it's looking more like when the Blade Blaster was tucked away, and this was in holster form, and this was, well, with the blade not extended. So yeah, say about somewhere from 4 to 5 inches short of being the same in length. And I'm gonna do this now because I forgot to do it in my Dragon Dagger review. The size comparison of Blade Blaster and Dragon Dagger. Alright, Dragon Dagger, Blade Blaster. Blade Blaster definitely longer when the blade is out, but when the blade is tucked away, well, yeah. The only way Blade Blaster is longer is, well, when the blade is out. Yeah, so, yeah. Alright, yeah. Now that I've got that out of the way, we can get back to the review of Saba, the talking tiger saber. Alright, yeah. Alright, now it is turned off, so there are no sounds. But for now, let's take a look at the detailing. Now, Saba, obviously being a tiger, they actually took the time to mold in the stripes on the helmet, which are show accurate. He's got these things hanging down from his helmet, which honestly the helmet is nicely done. And the stripes even continue up to the back underneath the helmet. These two buttons I will get into explaining later, so don't worry about them for now. Oh, but actually this little black dot right here, just like with Dragon Dagger and Blade Blaster, this is where you take either like a pen or a pencil or maybe a very small flathead screwdriver and just push in right there, and the battery compartment is actually hidden right in here. And yeah, that's the battery compartment in there. So this piece right here, not really sure how well you can see it. If you can see it, that's great. If not, okay, yeah. I'm sure you could probably see that line right there. That is the battery compartment. So yeah, that battery compartment will pop off when you push something in there. And I mean, you actually have to apply some pressure, like so much pressure that even I haven't been able to get this to pop open yet. I've been able to do it with Saba, not with Saba, but with Blade Blaster and Dragon Dagger, but not with this guy. Anyway, let's get back to the detailing. Now for the blade, this right here, textured to look like stone. I freaking love it. Now, if you take a look, you can see that the tip is kind of curved. Now, this isn't the first Saba I've had. The first one I actually had to return because it was an impulse buy. It was an irresponsible impulse buy. I had to return it because I needed the money back. Yeah, now, but the last one also had this curve right here at the tip of the blade to where it curved outward instead of upward, or to where it ignored this curve and this curve to where it went like that. So I'm guessing that's just an error in the molding of the plastic. So yeah, nothing I can really complain about. And then the stone texture continues here in the gold, and then there's this right here. Now this little circle, if you can see it, that is where they cover up the screw hole. And they did it all over the toy. They did it here and here. Now let's see, where else? Oh, there's one right here, as well as here. And right here. So yeah, one. Okay, apparently this thing is already on. I thought this was off. For the past, like, 3 months, I thought this thing was turned off. I swear. Actually, no, wait. I got this around Christmas time. It's May. So for about the past 5 months, I thought this thing was off. Wow. Thank God I've not hit any of the buttons since then. I don't know. I took this out once when I got Dragon Dagger, because you'll be able to figure that out in a future video. Not gonna explain why, but yeah, on-off switch is right here. So yeah, push it down to turn it off. Also, there are these 3 claws right here on each side. Now, before I turn it back on, one thing I noticed: if you were to flip these skull pieces the other way around, you would get the shape of the White Ranger chest armor or shield or whatever you want to call it. And no, I am not joking. You can actually even take a picture, you can screenshot this, Photoshop it to where you flip this, do what you want, but I'm telling you the truth. this section right from here to here is the White Ranger armor, but with the gold shoulder pads flipped downward and with claws, 3 claws added on each side. Now, before I turn this back on, let's take a look at the face. Some beautiful red eyes, a weathered stone look to the face. When I first saw a review on this myself, I thought, okay, that's an old 90s Saba that they're showing us with the metal somehow not rusted whatsoever, but the toy looks freaking terrible. But I've learned to appreciate the stone-like look of the Legacy Saba's face, and it looks great. Now, as you can see, there are these 2 back buttons here. I will get into those in just a sec, so let me turn this back on. So you hit the button right here on the back, and here are ours, and as I'm hoping you saw, the eyes light up. If not, I'll show it to you again, but this time from this angle, so. Yeah, I'm hoping you guys saw it from that angle. And I'm going to retract the blade, so that way, yeah. There we go. Get my finger low. Right, yeah. There are these 2 buttons right here. The reason there's 2 is because for when you're holding it either this way or this way, they make the same sounds. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3. Now up here, 1, 2, 3. They make the same sound. And if you hold them, you don't get the NPR theme. Not from either of these 2 buttons anyway. You've got these 2 buttons. If you hit them at the same time, nothing happens. But yeah, the button on this button right here, let's see what it does. Yeah, the one on the left is just for making him roar, which honestly I think that makes sense. And as well, he's a tiger. Alright, button on the right.
Activate the tiger sword.
Okay.
White tiger sword. Tiger mode. Battle ready now. Oh, that was most impressive.
Oh, I didn't really do anything that impressive. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just trying to add some humor to this. And there goes my pet cat. Got this awesome battle cat, and then a pet cat that just ran into the bathroom. Alright, next up.
I'm having difficulty getting through to the Red Ranger.
Well, that's not good.
I think you need a bit more power.
I've been told I'm pretty powerful already, so. But hey, if you think I need more power, then alright.
I'll take care of him.
You think I can't handle the villain? Again, guys, I'm just trying to add some humor to this.
Activate the tiger sword. White tiger sword. Tiger mode. Battle ready now.
Okay.
Oh, that was most impressive.
Okay, so yeah, we've circled through all of them. I just kept going just to make sure. So yeah. But yeah, this, just like with Blade Blaster, the original Morpher, and with Dragon Dagger, I highly recommend this. You might still be able to find this in stores right now. I'm not sure. I know that both of my local Toys R Us's in Rochester, New York, and in Greece, New York, they both still have like 1 or 2 left in stock. Because, well, this won't really be taken off until, I want to say maybe whatever their next legacy weapon is going to be. It's probably going to end up being from Zeo, guys, because I don't think we're going to get the combined weapon. I don't think we're going to get Power Sword, Power Daggers, Power Lance, Power Axe, and Power Bow like back in the 90s, because think about it. They've been making these legacy weapons on a 1-to-1 scale. If they do release the legacy, if they do continue the legacy weapons with those 5 power weapons, they're going to be sold individually. That's it. But Mighty Morphin, that's starting to come to an end. It is. They might do Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, maybe, but I don't really see it. Only way I can see them doing legacy stuff for Alien Rangers is if they threw in some figures. That's really about it. Maybe the sword that the Alien Rangers used. Maybe. Keyword, maybe. But hey, you never know. Saban has thrown us some curveballs. At first, we thought that the Gold Morpher was just going to be San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but then they realized it had a high demand, so they released a non-24 karat gold version at Toys R Us. But then again, it's freaking Tommy, so they probably already knew that the demand was going to be high. Oh, actually a real curveball that they threw was a black and gold version of this. And also the 24 karat gold version of Dragon Dagger. But yeah, who knows? They might throw us a curveball. They might release the 5 legacy weapon, the 5 power weapons in legacy form, and if they are able to combine, that's great. If not, oh well. Hopefully, if they do combine, then when you have to separate the power lance into its 2 forms, hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But hey, you never know. We might get something awesome. Plus, if they do release them, that just means I've got 5 display pieces for my wall when I eventually figure out where I'm going to hang up my legacy weapons. With this, I already know how I'm going to hang this up because I figured out how Bruno from MMPR hangs his. Sorry, I thought I heard something. I'll check on that later. But yeah, anyway, this. Great legacy weapon. I highly recommend it. If you can get your hands on one, do it quickly. Check your local Toys R Us. If your local Toys R Us isn't one of the ones that gets legacy weapons, I feel so bad for you. I know what that's like. I used to live near the Toys R Us in Syracuse, New York, and with that one, I actually had to order my legacy Power Morpher there. I had to order it and have it delivered to my house because they didn't have any of the legacy stuff when legacy line first came out. So I know what it's like to live near a Toys R Us that doesn't get legacy items. I feel your pain, I really do. I used to be one of those guys that would always, that at the time, I was still in high school, so I would always have my mom drive me to the local Toys R Us. She was like, really, Toys R Us? You're 18, you don't need to be going here. And I'm like, Mom, this is my childhood, but in adult form. So don't complain. Besides, it's not like, yeah, sure, it's your gas that's being spent, but it's not your 60, 80 bucks at a time that's being spent on a freaking legacy item. It's mine. So quit complaining. But anyway, enough about that. Again, legacy Saba, great. If you can get your hands on one, even better. But yeah, I highly recommend this if you can get one at your local Toys R Us still, because I know that my 2 local Toys R Us's, they still have 1 or 2 in stock each, maybe 3. And well, yeah, if you can get one, go for it. If you can't get one, then start saving up, guys. But yeah. Oh, one detail I forgot to take a look at is this. The White Ranger symbol on here. It's actually just a little bit smaller than a legacy coin. I know because I actually took the time to compare it to my legacy coins, including my White Ranger coin for my movie Morpher and my gold Morpher. I will be reviewing those as well if I haven't already uploaded the videos for them, because I'm kind of recording out of order, so by the time this is up, the OC videos will probably already be up as well. But yeah, again, if you can get this, that's great. If you actually live near a Toys R Us that's nearby, if you actually live near a Toys R Us that still has this in stock, let alone even carries legacy items, that is great. So get your hands on one of these if you can. And guys, this is Cypher Soccer 29 saying have a great day and a great life.